Guess what in this episode he would highlight to talk about.
Well,
I'm going to say he likes the super tanks.
Super tanks, that's a good guess. What else?
I feel like the thing that I would expect him to talk about in this episode is not the answer.
But I want to know what you would guess.
If I were to guess just based on, Dave Filoni's going to talk about this episode, I would say probably, Ahsoka and Barriss dying, leaving themselves to die in the
Sure, that
tomb.
would make perfect sense. You get a different perspective on the... Yeah, exactly, totally. Allie, do you have any guesses?
The caves? The catacomb
the
stuff?
Caves.
Maybe he's like,
it's
a great design. Yeah, we spent a lot of time working on the lights.
Let's make this big screen. Yeah, that's a classic Filoni thing. Oh yeah, shout outs to the visual designers. We figured out the lights in there. They look really good. All right, ready to watch this one together?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I have always wanted to do a scene at the Jedi Temple where the kids are practicing cutting shapes.
What?
I think circles are the most often cut shape, but Barriss cuts a square.
Uh-huh.
What?
I have no idea why. Maybe because she's a bit more square than Ahsoka. There must be a scene somewhere where Yoda's teaching these kids, and they have like a target shape they're supposed to cut. And some of the kids are cutting circles, but they're more like ovals, and he's like, no, that's not a good circle. Some of the kids are cutting squares, and it ends up like a rhombus, and he's like, no, that's bad shape. I mean, do they get judged on that kind of thing? Is that part of their Jedi training? I mean, she cuts a pretty nice rectangle.
Nice work.
I mean, it's got like 90-degree corners. It's very impressive. Duel of droids. We got a duel of droids. Ahsoka cuts this hole in this grate.
He's like, we gotta do the archival for
this.
this.
Vulture droid. It's like a perfect circle. I mean, the muscle control. You ever try to draw a perfect circle? It's almost impossible. So when you think of it for a human being, why cut a circle? You create all that extra space. Why not cut a square? You can walk through it easier. So maybe Barriss is just on. She's kind of like a shape revolutionist.
This is driving me